everybody, it's Kyle, coming to you from a car. Imagine that. I know, it's odd. Alright, so I took a little week off there. That was great. A lot has happened. A lot of stuff coming up. We're going to take a trip to Chicago for a long weekend that's coming up. We're looking forward to that. Just the fam, just us four, going to go check it out. We're actually staying right by Wrigley Field, like across the street from Wrigley Field, actually. So pretty cool. It should be pretty fun stuff, and we're excited. We're just going to go, do some of the stuff we like to do in big cities. Definitely going to check out Chinatown again. We had a fun time there last time. I think the Chinatown in New York was just too big for everybody. They kind of didn't care for it as much. It is, probably 5 to 10 times as large as this one. But this one's kind of fun in Chicago. But, we're going to do other things. Maybe go to Sheds Aquarium, the Navy Pier, some of that kind of stuff, just kind of check everything out. So that's what's going on that's good in my life, Pretty cool. That'll be a fun trip with the family. Always a good time. So, we're excited. What else is going on? I mean, everything seems to be going really well. We're doing really well. Everything's been pretty positive. Hadn't had any real negative things going on. I did kind of have an incident. There is a person that, I'm part of a group for the teenagers for one of the things that they're involved in. And there's another dad in there, and this guy is just kind of, how do I put it? A fucking dickhead. He's a strange one, man. I mean, he flirts with people's wives. He is divorced himself, no wonder. But he flirts with people's wives and makes everybody uncomfortable, especially the wives. But then on top of that, he's kind of a dick to the other men. Not all of them. Some of them he totally kisses their asses. But he's definitely chosen to be kind of a fucking asshole to me. And he had a real smart ass comment and stuff. And then I found out he's one of the administrators of this group. And I don't know. I'm just going to grin and bear it because it's got nothing to do with him and really nothing to do with me. This is something I'm doing for my kid. But I will have words with him. I mean, if he wants to continue to be like that, I will pull him aside and talk to him about it and let him understand, homie, don't play that, bro. I'm not going to fucking put up with that shit all year, throughout this process. So, but, that's just one of those things that you run into in life, Some people need to be tamed a little bit. They need to be brought to an understanding that they're going to just shut the fuck up when they're around you in particular. So I can help him with that if he doesn't get it straight up. Better that I handle it with him one-on-one than I just destroy him in front of a group of people. And I will do that if I have to. I don't want to, but I will. It's his choice, Anyway, so that's kind of gone on. That kind of pissed me off. It was kind of rough, sour subject last week. But we'll see what happens with the next deal. And if he tries to pull that shit again, I'll just fucking lay waste to him. Again, I'll give him a chance one-on-one to shut the fuck up. And if he chooses not to, then I'll just crush him in front of everybody. And he won't want anything to do with me after that. I promise. I could be mean. I don't like being mean, but I will be, I hate that, dude. I hate that in myself. But anyway, if I have to make everybody laugh at him, I can do that. It's not hard. He's an easy target, technically. But yeah, so, that's going on. But like I say, everything's really positive. Other than that situation, everything's been going really good. Job's going great. I got a project I'm going to be putting the first draft out tomorrow for. And it just looks awesome. It's a promotional video for some stuff we're doing on our online services that we offer. And it looks great, I might get to the point where I put some of those links in the notes for you guys to check out, see what you think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, a lot of the stuff is up on YouTube or Vimeo and stuff like that, so I probably could share it if it's public. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's see. Let's go right into what am I been listening to lately. Well, I did get my David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, The Rise of Ziggy Stardust Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, the motion picture soundtrack. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but 50 years ago they put an album out. This isn't the one with him on the street when he's really young. That's not what it is. This was actually a motion picture. It was a concert film essentially, and it was the last concert as Ziggy Stardust. But it happened 50 years ago, and it's a really good live recording of him. He is absolutely awesome, and I look forward to enjoying that even more. I've listened to it a little bit. I haven't listened to it that much, but I've listened to it a little bit. And here's something kind of cool too. I know everybody bashes Amazon for music. You know, they're like, don't buy anybody from a big corporation. Well, I got news for you. Almost all music you're buying from a big corporation. But I get it. I would rather support a local record store and stuff. But sometimes they just don't have things. You can't specifically find something that's, you know, that you want. And you kind of have to go with what they have. And so when it's a special project or product like that, I usually just order it in advance. I don't always order it on Amazon. A lot of times I order from other services, Merch Bar. I don't know, there's a bunch of them. I like Jean-Baptiste's new album is coming out this Friday. I have that on order directly from him, from the manufacturer, and it's autographed by him. So I bought that directly from the artist, you know. So I'll do that when I can, but you can't always. But what I notice is this. When I ordered that Ziggy Stardust album, it was like $5 higher than what it shipped at. So Amazon actually sent me an email and everything, and they gave me a $5 credit back for the difference. Now, almost every other time I've ever done anything like that before, that $5 is theirs. It's too bad for me. And you know, with the price fluctuations and stuff on Amazon, that's kind of par for the course, right? I mean, sometimes things are higher there than they are locally, depending on the popularity of something. But yeah, they gave me back credit. I could not believe it. I was floored. So that's kind of cool. What else? I did order Running on Empty by Jackson Browne, but I don't know. Something got fucked up with the order, so I ended up canceling that one. But today I ordered the Violent Femmes, the most famous Violent Femmes album. You know which one it is, with the little girl on the door in the front. They had that one on sale for pretty cheap through Merch Bar, so I ordered that one. I also got in my 2 Vinyl Moon albums today, so that would be volume number 95, and then I also have that Mating Ritual album, The Bungalow. Those both came in today. I was kind of jamming with those before I had to go out with what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so I got some stuff coming. Been listening to a lot of different things, but definitely that David Bowie album, and then now these 2 new albums will take precedence over that. And I'm sure the World Music Radio album by Jean-Baptiste I'll be listening to quite extensively once I get that one as well. What have I been watching? Not a ton of new or different stuff. We're almost done with the 2nd season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It is so good. I mean, April and I just love that show. It is so good. If you remotely like Star Trek, check it out. I think you'll really like it. And it ties in a lot to the other, shows in the whole universe of Star Trek. So it's really good. Really dig it. Let's see. I did watch a movie called Street Trash. And I'm trying to remember where I got recommended to watch that film. But I might have to find that person and punch him in the face, because that movie's fucking horrible. I don't even really know how to explain it other than to say it's about like hobos and tramps on the street and stuff, and this guy in this liquor store finds this like ancient case of like booze, like whiskey hooch, and it's called Viper. And everybody who drinks, he decides to sell it for like $1 a bottle because it's just shit stuff, right? And everybody who drinks it just melts. But they kind of explode and shit too. It is nuts. And the plot of the movie, if there is one, it's just nonsensical, ridiculous stuff. I mean, yeah, there were like 5 minutes of it where I was kind of interested. No, it wasn't just the naked chicks in it, even though there was a lot of that. It was more of like, wow, this is a weird angle to take with this story. But overall, it's just bad. I heard somebody is remaking that movie. That's what it is. Someone is remaking that movie. And I'm like, oh, I got to check that out. And so I found it and watched it, and it's absolutely horrible. I can't say enough bad things about it. It's that bad. Speaking of not very good, I also watched Dementia 13, which is Francis Ford Coppola's first film. That he actually directed in 1963, but it was under Roger Corman. So it was a Roger Corman film. That was definitely way better than Street Trash, but it still was not very good at all. You know, I don't blame Francis because, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do when you're making a Corman film? But, yeah, it just was not a good movie, really. I mean, the idea of it was okay and everything. It just was not well put together at the end. There's some stunning shots and angles and stuff in it that I really liked a lot. And the use of black and white really worked well in there. I mean, it's old film, so it's black and white, but the way he used it, it had some really unique angles and shots and looks. But overall, horrible acting. Just not a very good movie. Again, 10 times better than Street Trash. All right. And then not really much other than that. I mean, the same old YouTube shit I'm always watching. You know the score, guys. I'm not going to bore you with all that. Okay, what have I been reading? I mean, not much. I have been reading some comics. I'm still listening to my book on tape, The Three Body Problem, as I mow and do stuff like that. Nothing too special out of all those things, though. Pretty standard fare that I'm reading. I have the 6th trade paperback of Something is Killing the Children, and I'm kind of reading through that right now. But yeah, nothing else really new there. Okay, and games, nothing. Haven't been playing anything. I started trying to play Genshin Impact again. Because I'll tell you why in a moment. But I started trying to play it again. It's alright. I don't know if it's really my style. I wish it was more like some of the games that are on my Steam Deck. But I could play them on my phone, you know? And what I'm kind of getting at there is I think I'm going to sell my Steam Deck, man. I just don't use it. It just kind of sits around. I mean, it's bad enough. My Samsung tablet I don't use a whole lot. Yeah, I don't need this Steam Deck as well. I think I might end up selling that sucker. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, I mean, I kind of wish there were some more games, like even like some of the lower end computer games. I wish they'd put them out on Android, you know? I know some of them are, but not that many. Anyway, what else? Podcasts. Nothing too crazy new. There is one new podcast I've been listening to lately. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because I was actually just listening to it not long ago. You know, I just kind of keep getting hung up on the same old when it comes to podcasts, and I'm not really doing much new. Okay. The ones Real Survival Stories is one of them. That one is awesome. It's about people who are stuck in really crazy situations and they survive them. The first one is about a German lady who's a paraglider. She's on a paragliding team, and she gets caught in, like, I guess the way they do it is they jump off, you know, and then they kind of catch these hot air pockets that push them up into the atmosphere. So, and then they just kind of glide, and then they catch another one and they go up further. Well, she caught one, but it was in a storm, and it actually pushed her way too far up, to the point where her glider, everything kind of froze. She passed out and was unconscious for 45 minutes up there. And then finally woke up and was freezing everything, but somehow managed to bring it back down and lived. Now, one of her teammates actually died in that same event. You're not supposed to do it when it's storming because of the way the air is, but yeah, pretty incredible. But there's more of them. You just kind of have to check it out. One's a guy that went and worked on a fishing boat, and he was actually just doing studies of marine life, and the ship sinks. Crazy as hell, but yeah, good stories. And then the other one I'm listening to is it's called Smokescreen, and the first season of it is called Fake Priest. Now, the newest, most current season is called Betrayal on the Bayou. I haven't listened to that, but I've been listening to this Fake Priest one. I'm on episode 3, and it's pretty amazing as well. Check those out if you get a chance. And that's pretty much it for podcasts. So there's not really a whole lot of new stuff. I mean, I'm glad you guys join me. I'm glad you guys are listening. You know, I'd like to try and get some other things going. I got some ideas. I just need to run them by some people and see what happens. We'll take it from there. But thanks. I appreciate you guys listening. Keep on keeping on. I'll catch up with you again next week. If you're around in my neighborhood and everything, do me a favor. Get off my lawn.